What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode, Chad G Garage. This is Chad G here. Just wanted to give you guys an update on the car situation in the shop tonight. So I told you guys in the last video I did get a new car. Here it is. Yes, another IS300. You guys are probably not really a fan of the IS300, but I'm a big fan of it. I actually have two of them now, which is great. Plans for this car are just daily driver. This one is a original manual, silver with black interior, which is really nice. It's in pretty good shape. Has the regular IS300 problems like the sticky dash and stuff like that, but it's in pretty good shape. A lot better shape than the black one here. So just wanted to update you guys on the plans for this car. This car is just going to be a daily driver, nothing crazy. It does have some issues. I bought it from a dealership. Probably overpaid it, but main issues being it doesn't have the factory grille. It's got this Altezza grille. I haven't checked if it's real or anything yet. The hood is like a different color silver. I think it's been resprayed, which is kind of a bummer. And the main issue being it needs a water pump. So I'm going to start on the water pump tonight, get a new water pump in it so I can start daily driving it. But no plans for it. Just like, I don't know, I really like these cars. They're super fun to drive, especially if you can find a manual. I know they're really rare, and that's kind of why I picked it up. I mean, I got a good deal on it. It fit the bill, 4-door, manual, rear-wheel drive. You know, I can't go wrong there. So I'm happy to have it. I daily drove it for a couple days, but the water pump, I knew when I bought it the water pump was going out because it was a little noisy, but it just progressively, I drove it for a couple days. You know, I got it from a dealer, like I said, so tax, title, license, everything. I was out the door, ready to go, and you know, the water pump just got so noisy that I couldn't start driving anymore. So it's been sitting a couple weeks just outside. Haven't got around to it, but since the garage is done now, I'm gonna start the water pump tonight on the IS. A little bit of update on the EM1 here. Got this back out of the barn as well. I did order a new hood for it, an OEM hood. However, during shipping, the tabs here were bent literally 90 degrees, and I just bent them up to kind of fit it. The other side is actually the same deal there. I think the other side is even worse. So luckily I got it online, and the seller, you know, they sent me another one for free. So that one's down in the barn, and that one also needs some work. It's got a dent from shipping too, so FedEx sucks. They're just throwing hoods around in the trucks or something. But the other one's fine. I basically just got to fill in, you know, the dent and prime and paint it. So don't know if I'm gonna do that, or I'm probably gonna pay somebody, because this car needs to be perfect. It definitely just 100% needs to be perfect. One of my cars has to go because I literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 cars right now, 7 cars right now, plus the truck. So I got 8 cars, and then my wife's car here. So I got too many vehicles. One of them has to go, and of the 2 choices to go is either the EM1 or my red coupe, which is down in the barn and doesn't even have an engine in it. But the EM1 is definitely one that I want to keep out of the 2, even though I've owned the coupe for like 8 years now. So I'm kind of attached to the coupe, but the coupe needs a paint job and needs an engine swap, which I have, but you know, it's just going to be a lot of work to get it on the road. I want to talk about the plans on the black one too really quick before I cut out here. The black one's going to go full hot boy. I mean, I got a BN sports kit, work Euro lines, like the whole works, coilovers. You know, maybe getting into like doing a drift event or something this year, because track days are expensive and drifting is cheap. So, well, in comparison, it's cheap. So, I don't know. Maybe the black car will turn into a drift car. If not, it's just going to be like a beater fun car, because it's been wrecked hard in the front and nothing lines up right. So it's the perfect candidate for like a thrash car. So, you know, I'm excited to get working on that here pretty soon. So this job turned into way more of a pain in the ass than I thought it was going to be. The crank bolt was locked. I just got it busted free finally, but I've been fucking with it for probably about 45 minutes. I tore the whole front end apart trying to get the condenser out of the way so I can get my impact gun in here. But I mean, I only got, you know, 5 inches, and I couldn't get it in here. I was going to drop the condenser down and try to get it, you know, but I mean, we got solid lines over here. It wasn't moving. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. I know this isn't like a DIY, but this is a trick that I learned actually doing Honda crank pulley bolts, because the J series Honda bolts are always a pain in the ass to get off. But you can use the serpentine belt, and this works for pretty much any serpentine belt system. You can use the serpentine belt to lock it in place, and it'll break the bolt free. So it's already loose. I already got it. I had to use my breaker bar off my jack over there. It was about as high up as the hood, higher than the hood, and all my might to break it free. This is the tightest crank pulley bolt I've ever had on a 2J, or any Toyota for that matter. But yeah, I'll show you guys here. If you basically just route the belt in a way that it locks itself, and it usually takes the belt out. I mean, I'm cheap, I might reuse it because it kinks the belt like that, but you wrap it, you double wrap it around the crank pulley there, and then you can crack the bolt loose. But yeah, there's 45 minutes, actually probably over an hour I've been screwing with this. I tore the front end apart, and it's just been a pain in the ass. Yeah, one more thing I noticed on this thing, it has an aftermarket exhaust cam gear. It's like an OBX, like a cheap aluminum one. I don't know if you guys can see in there, but the thing is like, it's worn the hell out, so I got to replace that too. There's like a really good lip worn into it, so that's why I don't use those aftermarket cam gears. I don't know why somebody put it on there, because you'd have to have some way to tune with it. So it looks like it's even, you know, retarded a little bit. So I don't know why they even installed that. It's just a stupid modification. I also noticed it has Hotchkiss front and rear sway bar, which is a good modification. This is a terrible modification. That's a good modification. They look pretty big, like well over like 35-40 millimeters, maybe even bigger than that. So kind of stoked about that, but I don't know. It's getting late now. I've been screwing around with this thing for too long, and now I got to order a exhaust cam gear before I can finish this stupid thing. So this thing's gonna be down for like 3-4 more days so I can get that stupid cam gear. I got new parts here for it. I actually ordered these for the black IS, but I'm going in the silver one. Brand new fan belt, and the it's a 2J water pump. So OEM parts, they're gonna last forever. I've never actually seen a water pump go bad until this car on a 2J, so kind of cool. What's up, guys? It's a new day. Kind of dinking around in the garage tonight. My new exhaust cam gear was supposed to come today, but it didn't come, so I'm kind of stuck on the IS. It's just basically waiting on parts. I need to pull the water pump off. I'll probably do that here in a minute. Here's how worn out that aluminum exhaust cam gear is. It's just terribly worn out. So I don't like using aftermarket parts. And this timing belt only has, let's see, the car has, it just broke 160, so it's got, you know, 80,000 miles, not even 80,000 miles on it. Just, I assume they installed this cam gear when they did the timing belt, but I don't know, maybe it was installed earlier, but it's just worn the hell out. Like, that's why I don't understand why you would install a stupid aluminum cam pulley. I guess it's okay if you plan on just like replacing it with frequency, but a cam gear shouldn't be a maintenance item. So I'm waiting for the cam gear to come in the mail, which now it's not going to be here till Friday, so it's 2 days late, but whatever. I'm just dinking around with the EM1 here. So I pulled the front end off, just kind of playing around with it. I need to replace the VTEC solenoid. Really common leak there. The VTEC solenoid gasket here is leaking pretty bad, so I just tore everything apart to gain access, and I'm trying to get the front end to fit a little bit better. So another thing on this car, I'm just kind of dinking around with it, and I noticed, you know, that that rear bolt right there for the trans mount is completely gone. Somebody broke the radiator stay bolt, and then they installed, this is like a self tapper bolt that I had to cut off, or actually I drilled off to get the radiator stay off, and you know, they could have just literally, you can just pop this out with like an air hammer or drill it out or whatever, but it sucks. And I think this hole right here was drilled in as well. That's definitely not a factory hole, which sucks. So somebody, I don't know, one of the local shops, I'm not going to name any names or blast anybody on YouTube, but one of like the local tuner shops, the previous owner said that he took it to one of the local tuner shops to get the engine installed, and obviously they just didn't do a good job on it. So I'm going to probably have to tap that hole out for the bolt, or I don't know yet. I haven't even looked down in there. Maybe I don't know if you guys can see. I guess I can see. Looks like there's some threads in there, so maybe I can just, you know, run a tap through there and I'll be good. But I don't know. We'll see. All the struggles of, you know, this was supposed to be a quick, easy project, and everything is supposed to be a quick, easy project, and it always turns into a pain in the ass, but I don't know, that's cars. So I was able to come out to the garage and get some work done. Didn't get a whole lot done, it was late, but got the time belt installed, got it timed correctly, rotated the engine 1 full cycle. We are in time. Not that anybody cares, it's not your car, but we are in time. So, only worked on it for about an hour and a half, and got the radiator support back in, got the time belt on, new water pump. Lexus should be done here either today or tomorrow. The M1 also got the front end lined up really well. I'm a little bit worried about this hood and the gap there on the hood. As you guys remember, I showed you in one of the other videos that this part of the hood on the other car was dented, so I had to replace the hood, and I'm just kind of like mocking everything up before I send it over to get it painted. And I don't know how I like this hood. This is an aftermarket hood, so it doesn't, I think it just doesn't fit as well. I mean, everything else lines up really, really well. You know, the gaps are all even and everything. The only thing I'm really concerned about is this section of the hood right here. So it's hard to see, but it just doesn't seem right. So I do have an OEM hood down in the barn, and I'm going to try that one out and see if it fits better. I just remember the original hood, even though it was dented, it just fit better in this section of the car. So I'm concerned, you know, when I go to sell this thing, or if I'm going to spend the money on paint on it, you know, I want it to be perfect. So I don't know, the OEM hood I have, the only issue with it is it's silver, it's Vogue silver, and there's a little bit of a dent right here, probably from just shutting the hood, and that's going to have to be fixed before I send it off to paint, just to save money. So, but the front end came together really well, has all the OEM hardware and everything, and it fits great. I measured everything out, everything is symmetrical on both sides, so we're good there. Just the hood is the only hold up here. So the IS300 is finished up. I've been driving it for a couple days now, and unfortunately we got issues with it. It's got some kind of a top end engine noise, like a tick and a whine, and I don't know what the hell it is, so it's a bummer. So I don't even know. I guess I can show you guys the noise. Not that you guys are, maybe one of you guys will be able to help, I don't know. But yeah, it's a bummer. So you guys can see the hood's a different color here, which is, you know, it's whatever. But I'll show you guys what it sounds like here. I got the door shut, so I can't run it for too long, but yeah. So yeah, no codes, no performance issues. I mean, she runs great, but there's a pretty crappy noise coming from the engine, and I have no idea what it is. I don't know what it's going to sound like on video, but it's really weird. I think it's coming from the front of the engine, I don't know. I almost kind of think that it's coming from the VVTi, but I don't know, I don't see how it's possible to be coming from the VVTi. It's really weird. When you take it off idle, it seems to go away, but then there's like a whine noise, so. Yeah, you can hear it as it idles down, you can hear that whine noise, so I don't know. It's definitely not related to the timing belt because it was making the exact same noise before. Like I said, I thought it was a water pump, but obviously it was not the water pump. Still kind of sounds like a water pump, it's just like way too loud to be a water pump. And it's got a new water pump anyway, so we know it's not the water pump. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. I got a good deal on the car, and I'm not gonna give up on it or anything, you know. I love these cars. They're really hard to find with a manual trans, you know, all original. One that hasn't been, you know, modified, you know, too untastefully, you know. It didn't have that ridiculous cam gear in it. It does have sway bars in it, but I kind of like the sway bars, but I don't know if I think I did show you guys the cam gear, but it is just worn the hell out. So, but yeah, I mean, there's not any other questionable modifications. It has the original exhaust, the original intake. Really good daily driver in my opinion. You know, I don't want to modify it, I just want to drive it, I just want to have fun with it. It drives so nice. I just drove to the grocery store and it's just smooth as butter. but if I'm sitting at a stoplight, I can hear that from the engine, and it's really annoying. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just drive it and just see how it goes, see what goes, see if it'll get worse. I don't really know, but I don't know. This will probably be the end of the video, guys. You know, I'm not gonna tear into it or anything, or I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I might just save some money up and either put another like $500 or $600 GE engine in it, which would be the cheapest way to get it back on the road. What I'd really like to do is figure out what's wrong with it first, and then maybe I can fix it. Or last resort, which might be super cool if I come into some money, if I can sell a car or something, maybe do a 1J or a GTE swap in it. I think that the car would be so much fun just leaving it all stock with like a GTE swap. So I don't know, maybe we'll go that route, maybe we won't, I don't know. But right now she's kind of broken and I'm kind of bummed about it. But I mean, I'm still driving the black one, so I'm still driving an IS, which is cool. So I really don't know which direction to take with the silver IS right now. I'm really kind of bummed because I was really looking forward to just, you know, hopping in, daily driving the car with the new timing belt and water pump, which was going to fix it. But you know, that's how it goes, you know, working on cars and always having project cars and getting them cheap with issues, you know, it's just part of the game. So I can't be bummed. Just another challenge, you know. So I appreciate you guys watching the video of the timing belt job and playing around with the IS300. Also getting the front end put together and getting the front end of the IS back, or the EM1 back together, so that we can get it out to paint here. That should be happening within the next couple weeks. Waiting on money, obviously, for paint. Paint is expensive. So if you guys like what you see here, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe. I appreciate all the new subscribers that have subscribed in the past couple weeks. It's been awesome, guys. But yeah, there's gonna be a lot more videos coming. Hopefully one a week, that's my goal. As I just, you know, do little things like this or big things, which should be coming once I get the motivation. But take it easy, guys. Have a good night.